that girl in the middle, she's going to have 1,000 bajillion matches on a dating app. If she wanted to, she would. It's just women whining. What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be reacting to what happens to the women who hate men, part 2.
They don't want you. You actually have to be likable to find someone. The fact that women don't need men to survive anymore has caused the male loneliness epidemic. Men had to manufacture a sense of need for their presence. And you don't know how to be desirable to women, so you're lonely.
Okay, it's such bullshit because, one, you're fat. You just, as a fat person, you can't say anything ever. I mean, you're going to need insulin resistance soon. Okay, like you aren't going to make it to 40 at that way. And you're going to make fun of the men who are out there building the country that allow you to be fat. Myron's right. We need to get internment, like fat camps. And you know what? When I was fat, I think I would have really enjoyed one. And I'm dead serious because, you know, I was overweight and it always felt like this problem I just couldn't fix. And me, like if someone said, you're fat, you need to go to this camp for 6 months where we're going to teach you proper nutrition, proper cooking, diet, exercise, cleaning, I would have loved it. I'm like, this is free? Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as there's no safety concerns, it would be great, you know.
Oh, thoughts and prayers.
Are some women so delusional they think they can openly and freely disparage men without consequence? Yes and no. Yes, because they are delusional, but also no, because they live in a social and cultural bubble that
I like her. How many subs does she have? 420K, girl, you're popping off.
Reinforces these delusions to a level of normality. They have
like we could be cousins. We kind of look alike. Do we look alike? No. She's probably better looking, but I feel like we could be cousins.
No idea how the world works and how men are essential to almost every part of their lives. To the food on their plates, to the homes that they live in, to the roads that they drive, to the technology that they use, and to the conception that gave them life. In conjunction with this degradation of men, we've given all the power to women. We've raised women up as we should, but not to be
as we should. I don't think so. I think we should raise them down.
Equals to men, but to levels far above men. Telling women we are far superior.
We have way more privilege and
don't need men in our lives. This superiority complex leads to sweeping generalizations like believe all women. As if all women are innocent, are always the victims, can do no harm, do not lie, cheat, abuse.
Yeah, and we lie a lot. Like we are expert liars.
Or
like when we say I love you.
Violent. The media further fuels this narrative, often sentencing men to trial by media, portraying men as the predators and abusers, and should lose their job, be cancelled, and have their lives ruined without even being found guilty of a crime. Some Hollywood celebrities, influencers, podcasters, YouTubers.
The challenge is it really goes back to women make 80% of consumer buying decisions. Are people going to make $8 or $2? We're going to cater to women. Really, when they gave women credit cards, that was the beginning of the matriarchy.
Also echo these same sentiments, deepening these narratives throughout society. This mass fight and war against men just drives a wedge between men and women because it has led men to distance themselves from women out of fear of being falsely accused, mislabeled, and potentially dumped, fired, or canceled for no reason. The workplace environment has become an HR hotspot where men aren't willing to be alone in a room with a woman. They censor their conversations around women and overall just distrust women and question their motivations and intentions. And
yeah, completely. Because one, human resources is just, it's really a job for women that love nagging. Like they just like nitpicking and nagging. They're like, let me join human resources. And now it's a necessity. You have to have it really if you have a big company. And it's unfortunate because it's de-incentivizing men from really like joining a lot of these places. You know, if you're going to be henpecked for how you talk, or you can possibly catch a case, why would you join? Again, we got to ask what does the man get out of it?
Some men have even checked out of the dating pool, believing the effort isn't worth the cost because the likelihood of finding a woman who offers an equal exchange of value is unlikely. Now, what many women fail to understand is that they may think they have won by rising above men and making them feel dispensable, but in reality, it only leads to self-destruction.
Tell me why every day I go out looking adorable, tits bouncing, skin glistening, and yet nobody
because she hasn't paid attention to what men want. Why do you got a sleeve?
Ever hits on me or approaches me. Ever. Oh my God, like please. I'll take a construction worker catcall at this point. Please.
The same Gallup poll I referred to in part 1, which found that men in the US aged 15 to 34 are amongst the loneliest in the West, also found that the second most lonely group are women aged 35 to 54. It's funny how the headline is about the men.
Yeah, because women, our looks, we kind of start to get invisible after 35. Like I would say 18 to 25, you're a celebrity as a woman. Doesn't matter. You can be mid or not even that attractive. You are going to draw a lot of attention being hot unless you've really ruined your youth with obesity like I did. It was unfortunate. But then 25 to 35 is like discounted. Like you still get some attention, but they're looking at the 20-year-olds, but it's like, you're like a Honda Civic car that rides pretty good, but it's got some mileage. And then 35 plus is like, that's, I'd say 35 to 45 is like kind of my car, a super used old car, like a Honda Civic where it's got a lot of miles, but maybe some still run okay. And then a 45 plus is like cars you give away for free.
When in reality, women are not too far behind. If I were to speculate, I would say these women are most likely unmarried, don't have kids, and are working unfulfilling jobs. And these are not out of choice. They do want to be in a loving relationship with a quality man and have a family and kids to care for, and maybe have a part-time or full-time job that provides them.
I actually disagree with this, and I know I used to say it a lot, so I'm probably going to get flack of this new opinion. I don't think the older women really care that they didn't have children. I think they just care that they have nobody to pay for them and take care of them when they're old. I don't see women being these like selfless people. If they were selfish up to 35, I don't see them automatically becoming selfless. Do you know what I mean?
Some form of satisfaction outside the family. Their desperation is high because they're nearing the end of their fertility window without finding that partner they want to start a family with, and they see the doors closing. They potentially also spent the past decade adhering to the modern feminist belief that they don't need a man and they should focus on themselves and their careers, only now to come to the realization that those ambitions provide little life satisfaction, especially as they get older and see their friends get married and start families. And thus, all the extracurricular activities with friends and colleagues start to dry up. You don't have to look far on social media to see evidence of this, where women are complaining they can't find a quality man, that they are alone and want to start a family.
But that's stated preferences versus revealed preferences. Remember, all these women, especially like here, that girl in the middle, she's going to have 1,000 bajillion matches on a dating app. If she wanted to, she would. It's just women whining.
But few men want to be with these.
If they really wanted to, they'd start approaching men. It's just women whining.
Women, because they are often self-centered, entitled, bring little to the relationship, and don't understand how to be a valuable partner to the men they desire. This is especially a problem for younger generations, because if women, social media, news media, and society make it their mission to destroy men, then how are they to develop, grow, and become the real men that women will come to desire, to become their husbands and father of their children?
Men just don't know their role anymore because women keep telling them that they're not needed. And men have this biological urge to like protect women and help us and whatever. And we keep saying, no, please stop. We're good.
Removing outlets for young
We want to be whores. Sorry.
boys and men. For example, less recreation time and sports in schools to blow off steam. And we wonder why so many young kids, and especially boys, are being diagnosed with hyperactivity disorders. Very few boys now go to Boy Scouts or some equivalent, which gives them a space amongst men to engage in male bonding activities and camaraderie. Men need their spaces to just be men, just like women need their spaces to just be women. There used to be many gentlemen's clubs or male health clubs that provided these bonding spaces, but a few vocal feminist women have protested, claiming they are discriminatory on the basis of sex and should allow women entry and membership. We call men's only spaces sexist for not allowing women, but women's only gyms, camps, events.
I know. And the funny thing is, our women's only stuff goes out of business because we love men. We hate that we love them. And I think that's, how do I put it? We hate men to some degree, but we love male attention. So we won't do anything without the male attention.
And spas are not. Where can men go to just be men? If you're watching, let me know in the comments below Where do you go to just be amongst men and feel totally free? The progressive leftist, woke, liberal women have no incentive to provide a balanced perspective because that would reduce or remove the agenda they want to push for their own gains. If only one side of the truth and narrative are continuously pushed, it has a cultural impact where incorrect beliefs become the normal group attitude. And it only hurts women because often what women say and what they respond to are two very different things. They will say one thing for social cohesion or groupthink, but act in a completely opposite way. For example, there is a narrative push that women—
Funny that she didn't catch it though, because she didn't catch that women say they want to be in relationships, but we don't actually. Because if we wanted to, we would.
Women want soft, caring, emotionally vulnerable men, but they also punish those men and feel unattracted to them if they do express feelings or a softer, vulnerable side. Women also fight for equality of outcome in the working world, but aren't willing to do the long hours, dirty, and dangerous jobs that men do. They only want the CEO and board positions to be equal, without having to take the long, hard, and sometimes personally damaging road to get there. At the end of the day, the idea that women should overtake men and that men should basically live their lives in exile without consequence to women is laughable. But unfortunately, we are seeing the consequences of this mentality and reality play out, and it's not looking hopeful or beneficial to anyone. In this video, and I hope it comes across in all my videos, is a message that men and women need one another. We are equals in our values.
I don't think we do anymore, and that's the unfortunate thing. It sounds nice, right, for a video. But the challenge is we're kind of in a service economy now. And you're just going to keep seeing the sexes go further and further apart. And I unfortunately don't think the sexes need each other, especially men. They don't need women. I think this is kind of women's last appeal to be like, no, you need us, right? And they're like, no, we don't. Women need men as a group, but not individually, because men have created these systems that allow women to be by ourselves. So
value, but provide different types of value. And that's extremely important to the balance of our society, community, and family dynamics.
Yeah, and society is going to crumble. You just got to watch. There's nothing you can do. All these people trying to sell you that we can change society. No, you can't. You really can't.
Dynamics. I truly believe this. If women, the media, and society don't start treating men as equals and highly valuable to society—
I don't want them treated as equals. I want them treated superior, because they are. They are superior in every single way. There's nothing women can do that holds a candle to what men do.
Society, things are going to get a lot worse for both men and women. That's why I make videos like these, because I care about our future and the future of my children. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the work that I do, please give this video a big—
I will give you a thumbs up, Chica. Good job. That was a well put together video. Yeah, unfortunately it's too late. And all these people that are trying to sell you on saving their kids' future, it's just not going to happen. I don't predict it anyways. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please make sure you like the video on your way out and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.